But these men be playing these games that it makes you want to put your guard up even when you don't want to. And it's so bothersome because it's like, I want to be that lover girl. I want to buy you little gifts for nothing, but I might not see you in a week. You know what I mean? Like, I might not talk to you a week. A bitch might get your attention on Instagram and sir, you're gone.
The
Because I'm a
cheating.
busy girl. You know what I'm saying? The cheating, the lies. Now you doing this, you're doing that. So it's like, I don't know. I just feel like men and women need to figure out, like, what are we gonna do? You like you said, do you want a soft? You know what I'm saying? Do you want us in the door soft, or do we need to break down some barriers and some like, what do we need to do here so that everybody's content? Because I'm not no hard ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm a soft ass girl. Like, I want to be treated like a princess, but like, where do we get to that? Because these men is too much.
And I'm not gonna lie, like I've also met, I don't know the state of man, what's going on, but I've met so many soft men. And
Ugh,
it's like, I mean in a way of like sensitivity of like,
so
can
sensitive.
you joke around? Can, like, why am I more like, why do I have more masculine feature or
Right.
like traits than you do when it comes to like working hard, getting to the hustle? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I have to light that fire under you to get somewhere?
They lack
Mm-hmm.
leadership. I think both eras lack leadership. Unfortunately, I don't think there's enough. Depending upon in what era you grew up and under what type of woman or grandmother, they showed you how to treat a man or they showed you not how to treat a man. If the
Yep.
man was in the household at all, just like we spoke to when it comes to, I always say this: I desire love more for the upbringing of children to be able to see what love looks like so that
Yep.
they know what to accept moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope that they see it, they embrace it, and then they could do it. But I think men lack leadership. They don't have or didn't have men in their lives to show them how to love a woman, so they don't know how to. And they
Gotcha.
also, if they were raised by just their mother, sometimes are sensitive, and you know what I mean. Sometimes are a little more in tune with their emotions. I think it all depends on lifestyle and circumstance and situation. And they didn't have that level of masculinity in their life to be able to show them what to do or how to act or how to shade it. Because unfortunately, I hate to say this, but I think a lot of men didn't know how to process their emotions. So because of that, we just didn't see it. And
Mm-hmm.
I say I had never seen a grown man cry until my mother's funeral, and I was like, hold on. You know what I mean? I was like, my uncles,
Mm-hmm.
my grandfather, the people that loved her. I was like, I hadn't seen that type of emotion from a man because
Mm-hmm.
they had been or they processed it in a different way. It's okay to have a certain level of emotion, but not too much. You know what I mean? It's just this very, very teetering scale of balance of if it's too much or not enough. And if they didn't
Mm-hmm.
have anybody to show them how to do that, unfortunately, they gonna falter all the way through.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And just real quick in the comments, not one person in this panel has talked about marriage. We're simply talking about dating. We're not even, no one's even valuable to be in that space right now in no parts of man or female. No one has talked about marriage. We haven't spoken about being a wife. We're literally just trying to get through the dating phases and understand you men better and understand us better. That's it. Rather us than a bitch that just wants to live in La La Land and I just want to get married. I just want to get married. No, I really want to learn you. I really want to know what the fuck going on so that we can have that marriage that lasts forever. I don't want to do. A lot of people are just everything is about. Well, are you married? Well, are you married? Hell no, I ain't married. Not from what the fuck this shit's
And
looking
I
like
am
now.
trying to get married.
You know what I mean? Like this shit
Anytime
is
soon.
so
I am going
urgent.
right
The
how it's
major
going right
transaction
now.
right there.
Where are the
What the fuck is
options?
the urgency? What the fuck is the urgency for me to get married? Ain't nothing.
I'm not
Everybody
in no
that I know that's
rush.
got married through celebrities and anything are all getting divorced, which is statistically showing me that this shit is not working. And maybe there needs to be a little bit more dating and getting to know and understanding rather than just jumping at what the fuck we think is cool because it sounds better if we say we're married. It's more logical like that. We're more realistic if we say we're married. It
And that
doesn't it
makes
No.
no
doesn't make
sense
Hey,
because
look,
they they
even if
they
we
make
are
it seem
married,
like it's hard. It's not hard to get that. I was married for 10 years actually. I was married young. I married my high school sweetheart. I was married for 10 years. I had a kid, I had a family, I had the whole thing. So I think this is different perspectives. Men act like that they always throw that, well, are you married? Well, do you have a ring? Yeah, I've actually had a couple rings, but
yeah.
you know, like you said, not everything looks perfect because a lot of women are suffering, you know, behind this. marriage, and they're just not speaking on it because they're ashamed. I personally separated because I found out he was cheating, and
That's
that's
one
it.
of the
That
reasons.
that's all I really needed. You really don't go back from that. You try, I tried, but you really don't go back from that. And um,
I was just gonna go
just
off
because
that.
you're married doesn't make any difference
Even
on
even
It
when
your
really
you're with,
feelings.
doesn't.
I want to
Yeah.
agree with you what you just said, Martha, because even when I was with my ex slash my child's like father for 5 years on and off, like it was just like on and off, and like I'm just like, yeah, like I've been through with you thick and thin, even when with all like the shit you cheated on me, embarrassed me, like publicly, like embarrassed me, like on social media and shit. And I still tried, even when I had my son and stuff like that, even got worse. So it's just like, I agree what you said. Like, yeah, you were married, you did the whole thing. I basically like I was playing wife. We were like basically like, you know how you really in love and you really like into that person and stuff like that, and then plus you got a kid and stuff. It's just like you try to work it, you try to do everything that you can, because especially for your kid. But it's like sometimes it's like you got to know your worth at the end of the day, and it's like all the shit you put me through and all this, it's the cheating too. It's like the it's the cheating. It's just like I tried to forgive, I tried to like give you the benefit of the doubt, but it kept on going and
It doesn't work.
continuing. It doesn't work. And it's just like, you know what? You're fucked up. Something wrong with you. And I'm dipping with my child. Bye. Like,
But I
yeah.
think I think a lot of it has to do because I'm not reading too many of these comments, but I do read some of them, and I think they're just it's not a matter of how much suffering we can take.
Mm,
Like, so you're supposed to stay with somebody. I'm supposed to love you unconditionally through cheating, through you destroying me, inside and out. Like, it's not, at one point, because I come from a family where none of the women have ever divorced, and they've only married one man, only been with one man. But guess what? I'm gonna tell you how unhappy all of the women. My grandma was so unhappy. He had babies on her and everything, and just because you want to look the part, but she
abuse and
lived a
just,
very
yeah.
unhappy life. And at the
Hmm.
end of the day, it's not about like, I think it's for everybody. We want to feel happy even if it means being by ourselves. And sometimes being with someone that's, everything can be perfect for years down the line, and then something happens that unfortunately you just can't undo, you can't unsee, you can't take back. And nobody can tell us women that we are not good women just because we left, because we broke our family apart. Oh, I'm
Right.
sorry, I'm
And then
sorry,
they blame it on you. Like
I was
you the
supposed to
like
stand
you're
there,
the
I was
one
supposed to stay
that fucked
there.
everything up. Yeah. Like
Yeah,
I'm not the problem. Like you did all this.